Hello, fellow YouTubers. This is Rude Dog 21 with another episode of the Clemente Chronicles. All right, so on this episode, I'm doing my 2022 national recap. I'm a little beat. I got here close to midnight. I was stuck on the runway on both ends. I was like half an hour stuck on the runway trying to take off out of Philly. And then landing here, I guess the airport in Phoenix was closed down due to storms. So when we landed, the planes were still stuck on their gates. So we waited about 45 minutes for that to happen. So I'm a little beat. Once I'm done with this, I'm going to soak my feet for most of the day because my dogs are sore for all the walking. But I wouldn't trade in for anything in the world. And I had a wonderful time at the National. I got to meet all the great YouTubers out there. And there's just too many to say. And we met up with some new ones, like Orlando, A Collector's Dream. This guy's been collecting for 50 years. And used to be a dealer. And you need to check out his video, especially his Mickey Mantle. Watch that video. It's just amazing. Another guy, Adam, Vincent Sanctuary. He did that podcast with Mike Monahan, and he's new into the vintage market out there. Usually, he deals with coins and everything, but he picked up a lot of Willie Mazes. So I guess that's what he was trying to finish his PC. He made quite a bit of progress on this one. I'm sure he'll be doing a video on that. Other guys like Mike Vintage Composer. I mean, these are channels you might have glanced at and looked at, but once you talk to them, it's incredible the knowledge these folks got and everything. Sean T, finally got to meet him. Let's see, Hitman 23 Mike. It's incredible. And Dean, I collected all. I mean, I've met him before, him and his wife. He hung out with us, and a special shout out to Jim, Pickers Jim. And this guy's incredible. Great guy. He helped me a lot today. We did a lot of walking around in the show. He saved me some money, especially on Uber trips. So he shuttled me back and forth. We stayed at the same hotel. So we hung out all day at the shows, dinner, and the get-togethers. This guy's just a great guy altogether, man. So check him out there. And most everybody knows who he is and everything. So let me get to it because I know this is going to be a longer video. So I'm going to try to keep it as short as I can. So I'll start off with my Derek Jeter pickups so everybody knows. Derek Jeter is my side PC, so I did a couple pickups there. Most of these are from 94s because I've done the 92, 93, so I'm collecting them by years. So this is from the Ted Williams set. These are the collector's upper deck version. Is the silver foil signature there. And I'm not gonna. He has so many cards. I'm not gonna remember all these here. These were from like the bins, you know, the bargain bins out there. I started here. And if you see anything with pricing, trust me, I didn't pay the sticker at all. Mike Monahan will kill me if I say I pay sticker. Never pay sticker. Oh, there you go. Here's another one version. You just saw the silver. This is the blue foil. And I was debating to which one I was going to get. And the guy just says, go ahead and just take them both. Matter of fact, be honest with you, he gave me all these for free. He threw these in there. And this is why. I purchased also a 2003 Upper Deck bust. Been looking for these forever. I think Mr. Fisher Bike got a got one gifted to him. I think Nomar was the one that he got out there, if I'm not mistaken. So I've been looking for these everywhere. I've seen the bronze. Matter of fact, truth be told, I missed the bronze by about 15, 20 minutes, the guy said. Guess somebody just purchased that from him. But didn't purchase the marble version. I'm like, oh, great. So I think he has 3 or 4 different versions of these. Clemente does. So I picked up the marble version. It's beautiful out there. And it came with the box, of course. It was the original box. So when I purchased thing, I told him, oh, I got these Jeter cards. And he goes, just go ahead and take them. Because he originally told me you could take these too. But then when I saw the bus and I told him I'd take the bus, he goes, so you keep the cards. So, all right. Let's see what else I have here. These are the other cards I have here. Let's see here. Bargain bin deals here. No, this is not the original. Reprint, not kind of card. I love this set. Topps Chrome Platinum. That was from one dealer here. This is for the other one here. They gave me $12 for all these. So I've got this one already. It was in pretty bad shape, so I just upgraded on that one. Oh, and I picked up this new, I guess this set came out a couple weeks ago. Topps Pristine. Look at the shine on this here. Yeah. Pepino Man will be happy with this card. And just to let you know, Mr. Pepino Man, you were missed out there. Everybody was talking about you. Wish you were there. Also on this, now I've seen this card only twice. I've been collecting Clemente for almost 40 years. And this is like a replica of the 1969 Sports Illustrated poster of his. It's identical. And this was like a promo card. I've only seen one other. And that was got about maybe 20 years ago. It's beat up. It's got some paper loss here and there. So I negotiated the price down to closer to the level of what the card is. So it's wonderful here. Love to find stuff that you know is out there, but it's hard to get. It's all about the hunt, folks. Another upgrade. I have picked up this Topps coin here. I've got one already, but it's pretty rusty and beat up. This is sweet looking. Of course, I didn't pay that. Let's see here. I also picked up a couple of relics on here. Picked up this ring card out there. I've got a nice ring card collection. These are thicker cards. This is so clean. It's one of the nicer looking ones here. Pittsburgh Pirates. I should love the black. I'm going to convert this into a black frame. That'll look a lot better. Couple game used relics here. Uniform relics. Don't know if anybody noticed. These relic cards are just going crazy. People are wanting like $100s, $200, $300 on some of these cards. I'm like, oh no. Especially if they're not numbered. I'm not paying that much money for these numbered cards. You know. I just show them. These are like $50, $55 cards that you get on eBay. I love this sweet spot one. So if you get up close, you might see the texture on the card. It looks nice. It's just Sorry about the glare. There you go. I love this. Love the black and white background. I think this one's from, what's it, Tops. Yeah, gold label. Sweet. Yeah, I wanted $65 for that. I paid $45 for this. They were not budging on the prices on Wednesdays, Thursday, but some dealers were dealing with me at the end of Friday and Saturday. It seems like I did more pickups on late Friday, early Saturday, because Saturday I was only there for half a day because I had to catch my flight. So this was the package deal. And the guys made me a deal as long as I promised, and I'll show you why, not to rip a card, and I'll explain that to you. This is a 4 out of 5 back card. Diamond Kings. So this is a 2021. I'm getting a rip card. So he told me he'll cut me a deal on both of them as long as I promised him not to rip this card. I told him no, I wasn't planning to anyways. So my first rip card here. No, I can't say my first. I do have one, but it was ripped already. So, but this one's not ripped. So, all right. Now, see here. Jake, the commissioner, I call him. He is the commissioner out there, but legends never die. He was selling some cards out there, trying to make up some extra money to get his autographs and everything. So I picked up this Roberto Clemente. Now I have this card already, but it's not centered. It's a little off center, so I just picked this one up here. As you see, it's really nicely centered out there. And I also wanted to pick up a 57 Topps Ted Williams here. Clemente cards for me now, the vintage side, it's harder to find. So I'm going to stir myself towards collecting more Hall of Famers. It presents well, and for the price I got. I mean, there's no folds or anything like creases. It's got staining here. It also got on the back. And I will see if I can sleeve this and get this an SGC holder. I don't care about the grade. I really don't. It's not like I'm trying to sell my cards and make a profit out of it. So, and I don't care what year the Hall of Famer is, as long as the card presents well, in my opinion, presents well, that's what it counts for me. So now also here's Jay's card. He handed me too. Awesome. Great guy. Also, Eric Four-Leaf. You know, if you've watched his other videos on Nationals, he always has a stack of envelopes, which he has $5 in each envelope. And what we do is, and what he wants us to do, is purchase something for $5 for his PC. Well, out of the envelopes he do issue, I'm not sure if he does like 20 envelopes or not. I can't remember the amount. One of the envelopes will have $10. So $5 for him, so pick up something for his PC, and $5 for you. Well, I was lucky enough, I got the $10 envelope. So with the $5 that I got from Eric, I picked up this postcard from Roberto Clemente, Old Time Greats, 1978 TCMA. you go. All right. Thanks, Eric. Appreciate it. I'm sure he'll do a video of his those envelope pickups. All right. So now to the other Hall of Famers. And there's probably some Clemente still stuck in there somewhere. So let's go ahead and start off. Out of all the Nationals I've been to, I usually will pick up maybe one Hall of Famer here and there. But this one is the biggest haul I got for non-Clementes. And I say about 60 to 75% of them I got on the last day for the half a day. All right, we're going to start off with the 69 Reggie Jackson. It's a 4. Doesn't matter the grade for me. I'm not selling it. And as long as it's an SGC holder and it presents well, that's what counts. It's a clean card. Not the greatest centering, but centered enough. You know how hard these are centered. And usually the sides are all beat up and everything. I think I got a good deal on this one. I think I paid $150 for this one here, if I'm not mistaken. I think you wanted $200. I could be off of some of these pricing. Everything's a fog to me now. After 2 days there, your third day, you're like a zombie. Stan the Man, 1959 Topps. Sweet. A little off center here in this one, but it's clean. It's a clean card. These little markings are just off the wrapper, which I will be switching out the wrappers on these. Just having to get a playing days. Stan the Man. It's a clean card. Very nice. No creases. Awesome coloring. And one of my favorite cards, one of my favorite players is got the 58 Topps, Hank Aaron. 2.5. It is a 2.5. I mean, the edges are all worn down and everything here. But the color just pops and it's centered. So, it is. I love this card. I just like the headshots. Some of these headshots on these Hall of Famers are just great. The Big M, Milwaukee Braves. Yep. Shout out to Adam. Gotta check his channel out, Vintage Sanctuary. See the pickups he's done also on this. Well, no, my mistake. It's not the Hank Aaron. He's the Willie Mays guy. Sorry about that. But yeah, check him out. He made quite a bit of a dent in his Willie Mays collection. But check this out. Older SGC holder. It's a 5, but look how clean that is. Look at that smile. They say, "Hey, kid." And this one I'm debating if I should reslab it in the new holder. I'm afraid that if I do that, it might dip down. It might even be a better grade. I don't know if I reslab it with a new holder, if they keep the grade or not. But it is nice. Clean on that one. Yeah, I got that one for $140 if I'm not mistaken. So I was looking for a 59 Topps Frank Robinson because I love the black background on that. And I went to a dealer and I saw one there, but the guy was in front of me, looked at it and picked it up. And he was debating. He was going like 5 to 10 minutes debating if he was going to pick this up with the other stuff he got. You know, my head was thinking, just drop it, leave it alone. Because I was going to jump on it. He wound up picking it up. So I was like, ah. So all the other dealers, they had them raw, nothing in SGC because I wanted an SGC slab. So I was like, I don't think I'm going to pick this up. Well, they had these little trade nights going on in the hotel that I was staying at. And this one guy has a couple. There was too many vintage out there, but this one kid has some vintage out there. And I did pick one up. Even though it's not an SG sleeve holder, I just couldn't pass it up because it's a sweet card. So look at the clean back out there. And I probably will reholder this one because I would just want it on an SGC holder. And it's a 6, but look at it. Centering on that, and the clean edges. He wanted $100 for this. And he was right on comps. Comps weren't too far off of that, give or take. But I was just telling him, listen, So I'll be willing to do 75. I just kept wearing him down on that and everything. I gave him every excuse in the book. He finally buckled down. They did it. Nice. But the deal that I did make at that trade night was for this 72 tops on the 6. Now I have one on the 4, which I thought it was undergraded myself. So I told the kid if he was willing to trade up. What I was going to do is trade my 4 for his 6 and throw in $40 in cash. He was like, And we were talking, negotiating. I said it was the only vintage card that he had. I said, how long you had this card? He said, I had it quite a while already. So I told him, take the trade and take the cash. He didn't want the card because he says, I can't get rid of this card as a 6. You think I'm going to get rid of the 4? And I say, yeah, you got a good point there. And he says, I'll just take the cash. I'm like, okay, I'm not one to argue. I probably would have been willing to give him a little bit more cash, but he wanted to do it. So, hey, who am I to argue? So, can't beat that. Nice. I was trying to look to upgrade to an 8, 7 or higher. But I'll take this now. Maybe eventually I will trade up again. Trying to get a 7. The idea is trying to get the same grade as the year. So, but I'm happy with this. Didn't make another trade. Not another trade. Yeah, I did a trade cash deal on this 64 tops All-Star Clemente number 8. I had a 5. My base card is an 8.5, so this would be a perfect match. And I asked him if he was willing to do the trade and do some cash with that. So he wanted, initially, he wanted $150 plus this. And plus, the 5 that I had. And I was like, no. Because he wanted $255 this card. So he was valuing my card for about $55. So I told him, I'll do this. I'll give you my card and $100 cash. I couldn't do the 50. He was hard. I said, listen, I don't need the card. I told him, I'm just looking to upgrade. That's all I have. He didn't know. I don't have much into my card. I think I paid $23 to slab it, and the card itself maybe cost me $3 to $5. I mean, I picked up my card, in the 80s when they weren't worth anything. He took the deal, so I'm happy with this. Like I said, my base card is 8.5, so it's a perfect match. So, happy with that. I was negotiating for I think it was a 19, let me see, I think it was 1958 Clemente. I wanted to upgrade that one. I think I have a 5. I was trying to get a 7 off this guy. We were negotiating. He wouldn't trade or anything. He was stuck on his price. So I'm like, darn it. You know, but walking out, I saw this card at the corner of my eye. I have one that's not slabbed. If I slab it, it'd probably be a 3. So he wanted 110 bucks for it. I said, listen, I know you didn't want to negotiate with this one. So can you go 75 bucks for this one? He said, yeah, he'll go for it. This one I probably will get that converted over to SGC. So I definitely would do that. I have the other Clemente on this one here. I think it's a 7.5, I think, in SGC here. So it'll be a nice little match on that one too. It's clean. A little off center here, but that's okay. These cars are hard to do it. Have them centered. These two, in my opinion, are the best deals I had of the day. Don't know where to stop first. We'll do this one here. Now, like I said, I was collecting a bunch of Hall of Famers. The 40 years that I've been collecting, never picked up a Mickey Mantle. Never owned a Mickey Mantle. So that was my goal, to pick up a Mickey Mantle. So I picked up this 1964 Topps. I'm covering the grade on this because you won't believe what the grade is on this. Look how clean this thing. Look how center. Can you get anything any better center than that? You know? It's got some pin marks on it. Looks like somebody was just making some pin marks on there. Just putting dots on there. But it's clean. It's a little off center. That's fine. It's the back. Not everybody's going to be looking at the back. But it's just clean. I mean, it's got little roller marks maybe on there, but you can really not, you can really see it. Now hold your breath, because I'll tell you right now, you won't believe the grade. And this is a perfect example. You buy the car, not the grade. It's a 1. You're like, what? I mean, you see this card, you're thinking a 6, maybe even a 7 on this card. So the reason why I got a 1, because if you look up close, it has a pinhole right there. So, and most of the time, if you have a pinhole, you won't even get a grade. Maybe you get a big old A. But for some reason, it presented so well, they decided to give it a 1. Guy wanted 200 bucks for it. I offered 150 for it. And the guy said, I'm waiting for somebody to come back to purchase it, because somebody did offer him 150. He said he's been waiting for 15 minutes. I just threw the 150 on the table and said, look, you got the 150 right now. I could walk away and the guy may not be able to come back and you'll be out of it. And he says, yeah, let's go do it. No, I got it. So I think that's probably my best deal there. Look how beautiful this card is. And to own my first Mickey Mantle, I'm jacked. Awesome. Right. But my favorite card of the pickup of the National is I picked up a 66 Topps Clemente Venezuelan card. So if anybody knows anything about the Venezuelan cars, these cars are hard to come by in, for one thing, in any shape. But to pick them up in great shape the way this is. Now, look at the grade. It's a 1.5. Fair. But you see this card, I think this is way undergraded. This is the front. Look at it. Look at the centering on that. Look at the corners. Slight paper loss right there. And if you look at it, it looks like it could be a cloud on there. But this is the kicker. If anybody knows anything about these, the backs are always ripped. Because most Venezuelans, they usually stick these on albums. Then when they try to peel them off, they lose the paper loss. But look at this card in the back. Look at that. This is awesome. Son of an older holder. Maybe that's the reason why I got in such a good deal. For one thing, he already had it below average. He only had it for $550, which in my opinion is low. These cards in worse shape could go for $1,000, if not higher. Of course, I'm not gonna pay sticker. He wanted $550. I'll offer him $400. Sure, he took it. Yeah, after a little bit negotiate. I've seen this card before. I noticed he's had it on for sale for a while. Maybe because it was an older hold, a lot of people don't like that. Doesn't bother me none. I'm not going to reholder this. I'm not even going to take the chance. My luck, they'll do this and put an A on it. But no, I'll just leave it the way it is. It's such a beautiful card. I think this is my best pickup. This is awesome. Yep, and that's my recap. And once again, I can't mention everybody. I finally hooked up with my Clemente brothers, John Manzini and Lou Rock, James Lee Hunters. We all, it's awesome just to catch up with these guys and everything. So, if you ever get a chance, please go to Chicago next year. This is probably going to be my last video for quite a while. I am in the process of moving back to Nebraska. Transferring over. Want to be closer to my kids. They're all adults now. They have their own families out there. So I'm going to go back to the cold weather. But the good thing is I'm closer to Chicago. So no more flying. I'll be driving out there next year. So if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. This is Mark signing off. And thanks again for you YouTubers. It's been a pleasure seeing you guys. Take care and be safe. Peace.